G'day folks, just thought I'd make a video. You can follow me around while I go and pick a few cucumbers and tomatoes. Only a couple of each I think are ready, so why don't you come with me? So we leave our YouTube studio, all of it here, $5 phone holder, and we'll head right here. Got tomatoes here, and then again in the distance over there. So I see a couple right here, so we'll start here. And I'll leave the camera running no matter what, good or bad. So, because you can see, not everything turns out all right in growing vegetables, as we all know. So we start on this plant. This is a Granny's throwing tomato. So we'll get these ones off. Now, here where I live in the tropics, it's best to bag everything, summer or winter. There's so many bugs, tropical insects that want to have a go at your stuff. Okay, so we'll have a look at our Granny's throwing tomato. Open up the Christmas present. Yeah, not too bad. No insect marks on it. Yep, nice little tomato. This one's got a few marks on it. That will be shield bugs penetrating through the bag with their proboscis, but it's only on the skin, and the tomato inside will be fine. So they're all right. A little bit of splitting there, that's normal. We've got a bit of rain around this winter here in the Mackay region of Queensland, Australia, in the tropics. Now, I mentioned in the video we live in the tropics, and it's midwinter here, almost right in the middle. So we'll take a look, give you an idea of what the tropical weather's like. It's about 23 degrees Celsius or about 67 Fahrenheit. And that's midwinter. Yes, I know some of you are going to be saying this bloke's joking. That's not winter. Well, it is what it is. When you're using these bags, just tip out any plant debris that's in them and put them somewhere to dry, and then fine to use again. Righty ho folks, so we'll head over to the cucumbers. I think there's two ready in the distance there. Got one not quite ready. One in there. This is a continental cucumber. And one there. I can see some damage, insect damage at the top where the bag has come open and something got in, but we'll cut that bit off. So we'll take them off now. They don't look too bad so far, except for that insect damage. Got some nice orange strawberry variety tomatoes coming on there as well. Big bunch of there. This cucumber, this continental cucumber, if you can see it, just entwined amongst this orange strawberry plant. Something that generally online they tell you not to do, to grow them together, but I find no problems with it. There you've got the orange strawberry plant going up there and branching out, and the two cucumber continentals entwined amongst them, doing fine. Head back to the bench here, to the YouTube studio. So we'll take a look at these. Oh yeah, nasty's been inside of there. Yep, grub's got that end of it. Probably a butterfly larvae. So we'll cut that off about there and give it a wash. Give that bag all hose down as well. The other one was open the windows, open the bag a bit, but we'll have a look. Oh, apart from a huge bend in it, don't know why they do that because they're hanging up. She's fine. Nice cucumber. Get a few side dishes, slices of that with my mango chutney I put on it with alongside my toast for breakfast. Right, we'll head back to, there's a couple more tomatoes I spotted while we were over there. We'll head back over there. Now, as I mentioned, if you are using these bags, protection bags, if you're in any doubt, hose them off. You don't want to be carrying any pathogens or disease or anything over to your next nice bit of fresh fruit. Give my hose off. Pretty clean. And put them somewhere to dry. Garden survival knife. You've got to survive in the garden. You've got to cut up your cucumbers. Yeah, a bad bit off and just cut it down to the fine area. You're right. Nice remnant piece there. You see, the best method, in my opinion, is to wrap your cucumbers tightly in the plastic bag, or a biodegradable bag they are these days, and put them in the fridge. I wrap them separately and they'll keep for many days until I get to each cucumber. So we're back out at the main tomato patch, and yesterday I saw this giant Syrian. A lot of bunches of tomatoes on it, but I spotted one just in here. This big one here, so we'll get that one out. Now if you purchase the right bags, you could just pull the drawstrings up without tying a knot in it. It's nothing worse than trying to undo a knot later on. As you can see, I'm struggling holding this phone camera with one hand. There, you can just tug it loose and get that individual fruit out, and then just tug the drawstrings back up again in a loose grip. So I've got that tomato out, and a couple more on that truss to come in there. But on this other little truss on the other side, look at the size of this whopper. Nice big tomato. As I said before, giant Syrian. Good one for growing in the tropics. In the summer you can still grow them They struggle a little and the fruit are not quite that big, but they still produce for you. One of the few that do. Just next door to them, these black beauties. Look a nice dark fruit. When they ripen, they get a red tinge to them. And marigolds there doing their job, guarding the tomatoes. Not sure how it works, but your tomato plants are a lot better when they're grown right next to them. So while we're over here, we'll just have a quick look at the other tomatoes. Oh, there's a nasty little shield bug there. Danica, hybrid tomato, very vigorous. That's unusually large fruit this time around. Generally just a medium-sized tomato. And as you flick along them, you can guarantee black Russian there. Guarantee the big ones will always. Solar flare. Don't get a lot of fruit from them, but they do alright. Rebel, medium to small size tomato, another hybrid. And you know when you come to the big ones what they'll be. Always giant Syrian. Giant Syrian. Another large tomato that does alright here in Queensland tropics is Afternoon Delight. Not in the summer, but in the winter, if you can call it winter here. Very, very large fruit. I'll show you again at a later date this fruit here, but you really get some whoppers. Afternoon Delight. And that, folks, is the tomato patch. There's something in my pocket. Oh, tomato. Yes, now as you can see, I picked this one a bit early, but I did the squeeze test. It's edible. There's another reason. I need to get some of these seeds drying out and planted for a succession crop for the second half of the winter. So I picked this one a bit early. Okay, folks, we'll have a look at this tomato. Right to me, it's very nice. Get the seeds out of here, start them drying out. I'll give this one the taste test. Ribble, very nice indeed. Always a bonus when a large tomato like this, and they get much larger than this as well when it gets. We just haven't had a cold enough winter here yet. It's always good when you have a large tomato that also tastes nice. It's a bonus. Our Afternoon Delights are like that as well. Very large tomato and taste nice. Recommended. Excuse me. And I've covered saving seed in another short video, but basically just quickly, just worry the seeds out. Yeah, just work the seeds out of their cavities and place them into a fine sieve. So what did I do? I spilt half the seeds on the ground while I was struggling with the phone in one hand and filming with the other hand. But we ended up with half of them. And you just hose them out now with a good high power blow all the flesh off of them. And once you've got most of the flesh off of them, just would want a piece of paper towel to dry for a day or so and plant them. And there we are, precious little seeds. I separate them while they're still wet with something like this pen, so they're not so hard to, not stuck together once they're dry. Why are these seeds so valuable? Because I'm not up with the science of it, but it works for me. You get your seeds from a nice fruit that tastes well and is a large size, and don't forget a plant that's vigorous and producing well, like the one I showed you, and you've got half a chance of, when that seed sprouts and develops, it's going to be a good one as well. And don't forget to write the variety and the date on there. Always helpful at a later stage. Just one more thing to look at. My pumpkins grow out the front. It's a bit, not much sun out here, so that's about all I can grow out here, but I've got one to check out. Must admit I'm not much of a pumpkin grower, but I have one on there, hanging there. It's I think it's a Jap pumpkin. And some squashes, not squashes, zucchinis, sweet potatoes. So that's that, folks. We're all caught up. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Definitely leave me a comment and I'll always reply to them. And don't be afraid to share the video with your friends. Appreciate that. Thank you.